Hello there. Thanks so much for joining us at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Nada Iranpour. Glad you're with us here. And we're going to get right to our top story this morning. Immigration, it's back in the spotlight. We're, in fact, waiting right now for a federal court ruling over the future of DACA and the impact it would have on hundreds of thousands of dreamers nationwide, including so many here in San Diego.
CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol is live in San Ysidro now with what's at stake here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Eric and Netta. That's right. This ruling could impact 40,000 dreamers here in San Diego. They could lose work permits as well as protection from deportation. So we look to an immigration attorney. He shared with us that this is not the first time this program has been in limbo, but this has been the biggest threat to DACA.
This is very unfortunate, but the Fifth Circuit has a conservative leaning, and most likely DACA will be eliminated by the time the decision is made. Most likely it could be made in the month of October, if not early November. This is terrifying to a lot of my clients.
Now, with that being said, dreamers are watching closely as the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals decides the program's future. The U.S. government has not been accepting new applications since last summer after a Texas judge ruled the Obama administration illegally implemented the program. Now, there are talks that the Biden administration is likely to appeal the ruling, but the conservative-leaning Supreme Court may rule against DACA. There are also reports that the White House is preparing to take executive action that could shield people from deportation. Congress could also give DACA recipients a path to legal permanent residency. But with the next month's midterm elections, there are some concerns nothing will happen until after the election, leaving many dreamers desperate for help until January. Local immigration attorneys are recommending that you seek legal help to see if there are any other avenues to seek litigation. They also advise DACA recipients that need to renew, that they do it now rather than later. Of course, we'll keep you updated on what this progresses as so many dreamers here in San Diego are looking towards their future potentially being uncertain. I'm Dana Marie McNichol, coming to you live from San Ysidro.
Dana Marie, thank you. This morning, an investigation is underway into what caused a deadly plane crash in the mountains just east of Hamul. The small plane went down Tuesday afternoon here near Lions Peak Road and Lions Valley Road. It appears the pilot, the sole person on board, crashed into the side of a rocky cliff. Gillespie Field in El Cajon confirmed an aircraft that took off from there never returned. Due to the remote location, crews had to be dropped in via helicopter. Firefighters then hacked through thick brush to reach what was left of the plane.
It was a very intense crash, not even any kind of tail number, any identifying features that were able to be found on the plane even once crews were out there.
The FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board are investigating. Authorities have not released any information about the pilot.
And now this morning, San Diego police are telling people living on the streets to take down their tents during the day. This policy is based on the city's municipal code for encroachment, which states it's unlawful to block public streets, alleys, sidewalks, or other public property. Police did not enforce it during the pandemic, but Mayor Todd Gloria is now reinstating this rule. So people will be allowed to put their tents back up at night since there are not enough shelter beds. And today, San Diego will shine a light on the ongoing human rights protests happening right now in Iran. At sunset, the county administration building there along the Embarcadero will be illuminated in green, white, and red, the colors of Iran's flag. There will be a memorial happening inside the county building, people gathering around 6:45. Protests have been held around the world, as we've been reporting, for about 3 weeks now after the death of Mahsa Amini in custody of Iran's so-called morality police, reportedly for not wearing her hijab correctly. And according to CNN now, the White House is expected to issue new sanctions against Iranian officials who are currently cracking down on any protests that are happening in Iran.
This morning, drivers in San Diego are paying more for gas than ever before. Yeah, sounds like a broken record, right? We hit a new record overnight for the 5th day in a row. San Diego County's average gas price, as you see here, now $6.44 for a gallon of regular. Today, OPEC is expected to announce its biggest cut to oil production since the pandemic started. The group says the economic slowdown has hurt demand, and the move would then boost the price of oil and would likely mean a jump in gas prices. So yeah, that 644 could be going higher. The Biden administration is trying to get Middle Eastern allies to vote against the move. Now, with gas prices rising around town, today is an opportunity to travel for free using public transportation. In fact, it's Free Ride Day. CBS 8's Chris Groh live in Old Town now with a closer look at the ways we can save some money and help the environment here today. Chris?
And look, gas prices only looks like they're going to get more expensive, right? So this is a chance for free to try out public transportation because it may soon be a cheaper option to get to work, to get back home, to get where you need to go. And that's what MTS, the North County Transit District, is hoping, again, to spread the good word of public transportation. Now, it's going to be free today, right? So that means you won't need that Pronto card to get on the bus, the trolley, or the different types of free transit that they're offering today. But get this, on average, more than 220,000 transit trips are taken in San Diego on an average weekday. So they expect that number to spike today for Free Ride Day. Then you throw in the fact that this is also happening in part due with, trying to reduce air pollution. So again, this is happening in an effort to try to get people to participate in public transportation, to get more cars off the roads, to do a better job taking care of the environment.
It's a great opportunity for our service members to be able to get where they're going. It is a great opportunity for veterans and seniors and any San Diegan out there who may want to try our transit system. Maybe you've never tried it.
And here's the other thing happening at this Old Town MTS station, as well as various other stations. They're going to be giving away freebies. Again, thanking people for using public transportation on Free Ride Day. To learn more, you can go to our website, cbs8.com, and click on that story link.
All right, thanks for that, Chris. This morning, Scripps Research in La Jolla is celebrating a major scientific award.
Yeah, Barry Sharpless is now one of 3 winners for the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. This man right here just won a Nobel Prize. He's done it before,
that's
too.
Incredible.
Sharpless worked with 2 other scientists on what's called click chemistry, a method for building molecules to develop new drugs. This is Sharpless's 2nd Nobel Prize, becoming the 5th person to ever win twice. He previously won in 2001 for a similar project. So out of Scripps Research, right on Torrey Pines Road in La Jolla.
And, just click chemistry. It's just click chemistry. It sounds easy, but in reality, it's nothing easy about it.
And 20 years ago, he coined the term. Like, that's wild. I was reading through that little thing, and interesting.
Impressive,
like we were
man.
saying, you can always find experts on any subject that you'd like in San Diego. They're at UC San Diego State, all of our local universities and research institutes. Amazing, amazing research that is happening every single day. When we look outside, as far as visibility goes this morning, we are reduced in some spots on the map. Fallbrook is at only 1 mile of visibility. Looking down toward North Island, so Coronado, 6 miles right now, along with Miramar. Kearney Mesa's at 5. Downtown San Diego's at 9. That means that we do have overcast skies in some spots of the map, but they're not always low down to the ground, those clouds, but they are going to be impacting our ability to see that sun when it comes up. So we're just about a half hour out from that sunrise. Once the sun does come up, inland valleys will be likely the next in line to see sunshine, and then the coastline will be last. No big surprise there. When we have onshore flow, coastline does struggle with that sunshine, and sometimes that takes all the way until the noon hour. Forecast highs, 74 along the coast, 83 for our inland valleys, upper 70s across the mountains, and then triple digits out there for the deserts. Walking out the door right now, it's very, very mild, 60s across the county right now. Upper 50s are being seen in Ramona. Good morning to Ramona at 58 degrees. 63 in Poway and 64 in Del Mar. Borrego Springs even right now only in the 70s. They've still got about another 25 degrees to go once the afternoon comes about, and that'll be their peak, just around the upper 90s, low triple digits. Looking at the next 5 days or so, ridge of high pressure overhead is going to contribute to a warming trend between now and Saturday. Saturday will be the warmest of days that we have ahead, and then Sunday, a trough of low pressure sinks in, temperatures start to sink, and that's when our next chance for some isolated thunderstorms comes thunderstorms into the forecast. Inland valleys, only about a 10% opportunity. Still in the forecast, though, because mountains, Julian, Borrego Springs, off toward the deserts, they could all see that chance for thunderstorms from Sunday all the way through the beginning of next week. Let's transition to traffic, see how our roads are shaping up today. Want to take you to just a couple things that have popped up on the screen just minutes ago. This is mainly around the downtown area. First one in the Bay Park area. We've got the fast lane blocked with a crash on the 5 northbound at SeaWorld Drive. Second thing is just slightly farther off to the east. The exit ramp from the 805 northbound to El Cajon Boulevard westbound is blocked right now with a stalled vehicle. Those two situations are being handled. CHP on scene of both. It looks like right now that situation on the 5 northbound is causing more delays than the one on the 805, but volume is going to be picking up in the next several hours.